mynews.studio.
In a petri dish, immune cells are constantly in conflict. But what's really interesting is why they sometimes attack our own bodies.
Today is November 7th, 2025. The Nobel Prize in Medicine was just announced, and it's for discoveries that reshape our understanding of the immune system, especially how it relates to autoimmune diseases. Can you explain what the scientists actually found?
Absolutely. The prize was awarded for clarifying how the immune system distinguishes our own cells from harmful invaders. The main focus is on regulatory T cells, also known as Tregs, and a gene called FOXP3. These act as the body's peacekeepers. If they're missing or not working, the immune system can attack healthy tissues, leading to conditions like type 1 diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, or lupus.
So if someone doesn't have enough Tregs, or if their FOXP3 gene isn't functioning properly, their immune system can't tell friend from foe?
That's right. Tregs are responsible for keeping immune responses under control, preventing attacks on the body's own cells. When they're absent or faulty, the immune system can get confused and end up harming healthy tissue. FOXP3 is essential here because it's the gene that controls how Tregs develop and operate.
How has this knowledge changed treatment for patients?
It's led to new approaches in therapy. Right now, there are over 200 clinical trials looking at ways to increase Treg numbers, strengthen how they work, or even introduce Tregs made in the lab into patients. Some studies use drugs like low-dose interleukin-2 to boost Tregs. Others try what's called adoptive Treg cell therapy.
Wait, adoptive Treg cell therapy? Does that mean taking cells out, changing them, then putting them back?
Exactly. The cells are isolated from the patient, expanded or sometimes genetically modified, and then returned. The idea is to give the immune system more of these regulatory cells to restore balance.
Are people already seeing benefits from these treatments?
Some early studies show promise, especially for patients with severe autoimmune diseases who haven't responded to standard therapies. But we're still in the early stages. We need more long-term data to understand how effective and safe these approaches are.
You mentioned earlier that this research goes beyond autoimmune diseases. What about cancer or organ transplants?
In cancer, interestingly, the approach is different. Tumors can recruit Tregs to protect themselves from the immune system's attack. So, researchers are looking at ways to reduce or block Tregs in tumors, allowing the immune system to target the cancer. For organ transplants, though, the goal is to use Treg therapies to help the body accept the new organ and avoid rejection.
So it's about fine-tuning the immune system depending on the problem, sometimes turning it up, sometimes dialing it down.
That's a good way to put it. But we're not quite at the finish line yet. There are challenges: making sure treatments are safe, producing enough cells for each patient, ensuring the cells last and target the right tissues. Plus, there are big questions about regulation and ethics, especially with genetic modification.
So it isn't just about the science, it's about production, ethics, and regulations as well.
Exactly. The discovery is only the starting point, but there's really momentum now. Major pharmaceutical companies are getting involved, and clinical trials are expanding. If these therapies prove safe and effective, they might become standard options for treating a range of immune disorders.
Why does this Nobel Prize matter for people everywhere?
Autoimmune diseases affect millions of people worldwide, adults and children alike. These discoveries could lead to better, more targeted treatments, less suffering, and maybe even cures. And on a deeper level, they help us understand how our bodies work at the most basic level.
It's one of those moments when a scientific breakthrough could really impact lives all over the world.
Exactly. And it all began with a simple question: how does the body know what to attack and what to protect?
That feels like a good place to end. This year's Nobel Prize in Medicine isn't just recognition for the scientists, it's a sign that we're making progress toward better treatments for autoimmune diseases and more.
Thanks for listening. This episode was brought to you by mynews.studio. You can try it now for free.